second half. And one person who does not need to be on this field right in front of us, as Abigail King leads all scorers with 16 points here in the first half.
She had 16 of their 23. Panthers only scored 12 in the first.
Yeah, only one other trucker actually hitting a field goal from the floor, and that was Carpenter. Otherwise, that's been the Abigail King show.
On the floor to start the second half for the truckers, it will be Samantha Shallow, Caitlin Albrecht, Kennedy Kratz, Natalie Brower, and Kaylin Allen. Emma Huberty with that ankle sprain in the first half. Saw some time afterwards, but not starting the second half.
Now, switching up here a little bit different, they got Albrecht on King here in the second half. Sammy Shallow had been guarding her. We'll see if this helps the Panthers out at all.
Albrecht very athletic, but she does have 3 fouls picked up in the first half.
And pretty much, you know what I would tell my girls right now? If you're guarding King, don't worry about help side defense.
And there's a 3-pointer to start the second half. That was by Weatherwax. They got it to King, and she kicked it outside. Here's Brower trying to drive left baseline. Going against Arndt. She's fouled. Nice take by Natalie to the basket.
That's only the first foul on King.
King has been working hard on the defensive end, too. She has been guarding Panther point guard, usually Samantha Shallow, full court, end-to-end. But she's not taking a break on the defensive side. First free throw, too strong.
She's
Power.
Panthers shot 6 of 15 from the line in the first half for 40%.
Ouch. Second free throw, money. 26-13 right now.
You certainly can't exchange 3 for 1 for the Panthers right now. They need to swing that in the other direction if they want to close this gap.
Weatherwax gives it back to King. King, drive and kick. This is Burling. Back outside, Weatherwax. The Carpenter, she fired a few threes of her own in the first half. Back over to Weatherwax. They're trying to lob it inside to Arndt. She lays it up and in. They went over the top of the post. Nobody on the backside. Not enough on the backside anyway. A little late coming. 28-13. Shallow's going to be called for traveling.
Got a nice ball fake there, but didn't get her steps down when she went the other way. Panthers committing 8 turnovers in the first half. Truckers just 6.
In the backcourt. Lead pass ahead, looking for Arndt on the baseline. Jumper, too strong. Rebound. Truckers came down with it. Carpenter outside. This is King. Almost airball to 3. Saved in by Arndt.
They are just getting outworked and out-hustled right now. There's 3 Panthers just all standing there flat-footed, and one of the Clintonville players just came right in there and took that rebound away.
King in the left corner. Back outside Weatherwax. They want to skip it to Burling. Lobbing it inside again to Arndt. Arndt with Brower playing behind her. Kicks back outside. 2 minutes gone by here in the second half. Truckers by 15. Catch and shoot 3 from the right wing. Off the glass and good. The bank is open on Friday night, even if you don't call ahead.
That's Carpenter. I think, Burling picking up her 3rd personal. Timeout by the Panthers.
We'll take it too. 31-13, Clintonville, just underway here in the second half. You're listening to Panther Basketball on WOCO Sports Radio.
We all want to be self-sufficient, whether it's fixing projects at home, whether it's changing the oil on the car, or maybe even keeping your checkbook balanced. But when it comes to income taxes, trust me, you don't want to do it yourself. You don't want to do it with someone that just does it 3 months a year as a little sideline job. You need to work with a proactive 24/7 CPA firm that can actually get your results and keep more money in your pocket. Pick up the phone today. 715-735-0583.
It's an 8-1 run to start the second half by the Truckers. They were up 11 at the half. Built it up to an 18-point lead right now. Coming out of the timeout, Panthers back on the floor with Kratz, Albrecht, Allen, Shallow, and Brower.
Maybe just 3 games in 1 week. Too much for the Panthers because they seem to just be lacking any kind of giddy up. any kind of gumption, or they're just playing flat. Not much effort out there on the floor right now.
We're going to have a blocking foul called on Albrecht in the backcourt trying to set a screen.
That's her third.
3 on Caitlin. I think I said she had 3 earlier, so that was her third, okay? If you're just joining us, Carrie Albrecht, sister of Caitlin, out for this game with a sprained ankle, and we're going to have a foul on the three-pointer, and that's Albrecht again. 3 free throws coming for Weatherwax. For Carpenter. And Bree Sadowski up off the bench. Carpenter nails the first.
I'm feeling this game's just going to go ugly.
Panthers need to right the ship in a hurry. Second free throw, too strong. Albrecht to sit down. She was going to have the assignment of guarding King here in the second half, but that's not going to materialize. 2 for 3 from the line on that trip for Carpenter. It's a 20-point Trucker lead. They try and go cross-court. Panthers have a tip. Allen comes away with it. Back outside to Cross. Allen, high left. Sadowski, open for 3, straight on, off the mark. Back shallow with the putback, too strong. Allen, she misses. Ball loose on the floor. Carpenter comes away with it, knocked away, Cross on the floor, digs it out, and a held ball call.
They had Natalie on the block, wide open. Didn't see her.
Shallow, beating the press into the front court, bounces the cross in the corner. Lost the handle, gets it back. They'll swing it right to left. Sadowski has it outside the arc. Looking inside, had Brower coming. Now Allen. Man-to-man defense by the Truckers and a whistle away from the ball.
That one's going to go on Carpenter. Picking up her third.
On the inbound, nice pass into Shallow, and she missed the lay-in. Nice set play, and again, it's that spot, and they just can't get anything to fall. Here's King, driving against Allen, puts it up too strong. Arndt kicks it out. Weatherwax has it. Get past to King. 3.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Truckers by 20. Brandstrom to King. Now they'll go inside to Arndt. Facing up against Brower. Back outside. Long distance 3. Rimmed out. Arndt with an offensive rebound. Blocked by Brower.
Nice block by Brower.
Shallow. Drops it for Allen. Over to Sadowski. And she's going to be called for travel.
I tell you right now, Natalie's kind of owning Arndt on the block on the defensive side. I'd like to see her, what she can do on the offensive side with her. Get her the ball. Or see what she can do with the post offensively for the Panthers, but they're just not kicking it inside to her.
Arndt had some foul trouble in the first half. King over to Arndt. Brandstrom back to King in the corner. Posting up now is Biergut. Here's Arndt driving middle, floating with the right hand. Good.
Amelia Rice in for the Panthers for the first time tonight.
There she is. He's got it low right.
She can make a layup.
First touch, first basket for Amelia. Her first touch on the varsity floor.
Kind of wonder why Coach didn't go there a little bit earlier, because once the end of the floor weren't doing anything. I'm in the kind of the belief that, hey, might as well try something new.
35-15, 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. 13:24 mark in the second half. Yeah, we mentioned if it's the 3 games, if it's the fact that they've lost a couple of players, losing another one tonight, Emma Huberty, she's still on the bench, but I'm not sure how effective she will be.
Yeah, she's not on the court again, but like you can obviously tell that she's not at 100%.
Favoring that ankle pretty good. Emma just checking in. On the floor for the Panthers, it's Sadowski, Amelia Rice, Huberty, Shallow, and Crocs. Panthers now going to apply some full court pressure. Brandstorm has it deflected by Crocs, and it goes out of bounds. See if a little press will bother the Truckers.
You just like to see something out of the Panthers right now, a mini run, something, just to see that they're alive out there.
Brandstorm over to Arndt. Outside to King. Little motion offense by the Truckers. Pass and drive. Cut hard through the basket. Quick pass, low left. Arndt, good.
Amelia was a little late on it on the cut there. Got caught chasing behind Arndt.
Huberty, high left, ball above her head. The Crocs. Dropping it, trying to go inside to Huberty. Just nothing there. Truckers come away with the steal. 12.5 to go in the ball game. Skip pass. This is Brandstrom firing away from 3. Nice block out by Amelia. Outlets to Shallow. Down the right sideline. Sadowski back on top. Huberty, they'll swing it to Kratz on the left wing. Back outside, Kratz has it. Getting screened here by the official. Over to right. Huberty, catch and shoot, top of the key. Yeah,
got it. Emma's first basket of the night.
Weatherwax will bring it up against Huberty. They tried to jump. Now they'll fall back straight man-to-man. Here's Arndt driving against Sadowski. Kicks to the right wing. Weatherwax. And a travel is going to be called on
Michaela Gable, seeing her first playing time tonight.
Olivia Steffens also checks in for Huberty. Panthers using the two freshmen, from the earlier game. Here's Crotch. She'll run the show now with Shallow on the bench. Steffens, Crotch, Rice kicks it over to Gable. Gable into the hands of Steffens. Panthers staying in the motion offense. Sadowski almost tied up in the paint. Back outside to Crotch. Sadowski again into the paint. Lost the handle. Gets it back. Skips it over to Crotch. Open. Right wing. Came up short. Truckers clear. Up by 20. 11 minutes to go.
They play a pretty tenacious D, the Truckers do. Man-to-man style, they are aggressive. Oh, near poached by Sadowski again. Again, if you go with that left hand for that steal, you probably maintain control and you're going down the lane. Just want to lift the far hand away from the pass and knocked it out of bounds. Panthers taking another timeout.
So we 10:52 left to go in the ball game. You're listening to Panther Basketball on WOCO.
If you don't know everything about insurance, you'll profit from the knowledge and experience at the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls. You'll benefit from their thorough analysis of the insurance that you really need. They'll recommend the companies and policies that are the best for you. At the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, they specialize in complete coverage of all your insurance needs. Call the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls.
Gable, Sadowski, Allen, Rice, and Steffens on the floor for the Panthers.
Here's a mix we haven't seen before.
You are correct. Turnover right away by the Truckers. They weren't standing out of bounds.
You don't see that called very often.
Foot was standing on the line. Official jumped right on it. Trucker staying in the full court pressure. Right now, Sadowski's going to have to run the point. Allen brings it across the mid-court line, though. Gives it up to Sadowski. Over to Gable. She wants to drive the left baseline. Puts it up and in off the glass.
Both freshmen coming in and making their presence known.
To the other end, the Truckers looking again to lob it into Vergas. They don't. Dunn with the three-pointer. Saved in by the Truckers, trying to anyway, and she stepped on the line. Dunn came up way short on the three. That's her second one that she shot, about 3 feet short. Allen gets it in against the pressure. Backs up the dribble, gives it off to Sadowski. Martin hounding Sadowski. And they're going to call Sadowski for stepping on the line. They probably could have called a foul on Arndt for bodying her out of bounds.
They probably could have thrown one on Sadowski for an arm bar, too.
10 minutes to go in the ball game. Back outside, Weatherwax driving middle. Kicks to King.
Well, the good news for the Panthers is they've kept King quiet here in the second half so far.
Weatherwax driving and is fouled in the middle of the lane. Both teams with 3 team fouls.
And that's Caitlin Allen's 4th personal foul. 3rd team foul for the Panthers.
Tammy Shallow will check in. And it will be for Caitlin Allen.
Panthers really getting short here on the floor right now. I think Amelia Rice, the tallest player out there right now at 5'6".
Arndt, the King, the Vergas in the lane, kicks back outside. Weatherwax trying to fake against Shallow. Now she'll back the dribble out behind the arc. King lobbing inside to Vergas, going up strong, left it short, gets her own rebound, put back, no good, rolled out, gets it again, puts back again, and it's good.
Yeah, Vergas was not going to be denied. Took her a few tries, but she came away with the bucket.
Gable, front court, back cut to Steffens, went through her hands. Truckers with the ball to the other end. Again, they're going to lob inside to Vergas. She goes up and in. I think Coach wants her to play behind. And I think that's what he's going to tell her.
Yeah, that's what he's telling her. No help side defense at all the last 2 times down by the Panthers. Easy picking for the Truckers.
Timeout called on the floor. We'll send it back to Dave again for a timeout. Commercial break with 8:53 left to go in the ball game. You're listening to WOCO Sports Radio.
At 24/7 Well and Pump Service, we mean just that. Water will be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407, and a licensed professional will come out to your site, whether it is a water system installation, repair, well inspection, or install underground water lines. They'll be there. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407. We're in the Oconto Falls area Yellow Pages. 24/7 Well and Pump Service, Fireside Road, Oconto Falls.
41-19, Truckers on top of the Panthers. Brett, in pregame, I never would have expected this one. I thought this would be a tight one. With the Panthers,
well,
we
mentioned right there in the beginning, the Panthers can't afford to get down to anybody. They just don't have the scorers to rally back, and if they dig themselves a big hole, they're hard for them to climb back out of it. But I must say, I'm impressed with the defensive pressure that, there they go again, that Clintonville's been able to put on the Panthers just in the man-to-man defense. They're up and on you. They're in your proximity.
That pass was deflected. Gable tried to go to the wing. It was deflected, and then on the retrieval, Gable fouled her. Into the backcourt, they go to Arndt. The pass inside, free throw line, Burling. She's lobbing to Vergas. Right in her face. Now they got her playing behind. Skip pass. Burling. Now they'll go Vergas again. Bounce back outside to Burling. Clintonville going to be very, very patient here.
Yeah, Clintonville's last game was on Monday night, so they've, had one more game rest of the Panthers. But again, this is only their second game of the week, and it's the Panthers' third.
Burling missed it in the middle of the paint. Vergas putback was no good. They kick it back outside. 8 minutes to go in the ball game. Again, bouncing into Vergas. Back to Arndt. Middle of the paint. Jumper good.
Yeah, just a nice give and go there. Bounce it in to Vergas on the block. Arndt just curls down the lane, hits her right back. Easy short jumper in the middle of the lane.
Quick curl by Rice. High off the window, no good. On a run out. Here comes Arndt. One-on-one against Cross. Cross fouls, and Arndt goes to the free throw line.
Kennedy picking up her second. 15 foul on the Panthers. Well, Ellie Arndt with 8 points here in the second half, so picking up where King left off. Looking to make it 9 and 10 here if she knocks in both free throws.
We got 9. Stephens and Rice check out. Caitlin Albrecht and Natalie Brower check in. She's got that 10.
That second one was straight down. There was no ripple on that one. That was Olympic gold.
The drive by Gable again off the glass. She liked that baseline.
Hey,
2 for 2 from there.
she should have been shooting those in the first half for the Panthers. We would have had a lot more points.
Arndt to the other end.
Toast
Right
to
at
toast.
Breyer.
Peanut butter and toast.
Forty-seven to 21. Truckers, Cross on top to Albrecht. Hands it off to Shallow on top. This is Gable trying to go cross court, deflected. Caitlin Albrecht has it taken away on the strip to the other end. It's Carpenter, drops it back outside to Dunn. Arndt with a hot hand here in the second half, hands the dribble to the right wing. Here's a steal by Gable to the other end. Crosses over it with the right hand. Off the window, no good. Truckers come away with it. Arndt to the other end. They'll go inside.
That same play.
To Dunn. Off the glass. And in.
You got to know they're going to run that.
They drop it in from the wing to the post, and the wing cuts right to the middle of the paint. They bounce it right back to him. Here's Gable outside to Brower. She wants to drive baseline. Cut off there by Vergas. To the paint. Cross. Little floater. It's good. .555 and counting. You're just joining us. We got another game after this. The boys are taking on the Truckers as Carpenter goes to the basket, lays it up and in. Panthers just not stopping basketball. As you mentioned, they're going end to end.
Yeah, they're just. I think I can attribute it to they're just gassed. They've lost their legs. They've lost their hustle. On a good note, though, that both freshmen have come in and have performed well for the Panthers.
51-23 right now. We're going to take a timeout. You're listening to Panther Basketball on WOCO.
Tired of running to the bank for every little check? You can save a trip to the bank with the convenience of mobile check deposits from the Stevenson National Bank and Trust. Snapping a picture with our app is as safe as depositing checks at one of our 7 locations. No more rushing to the bank before closing to make those important deposits. Visit snbt.com to enroll for mobile check deposit today. The Stevenson National Bank and Trust, 101 Bray Lake Way in Oconto, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
51-23, 5:43 left to go. As we mentioned, Lady Panthers will be in action next Tuesday as they travel to Wapaka. Shallow into the front court for the Panthers. To Cross. That play coming for Sadowski. for three. Straight on. No good. Long rebound. Brower tried to keep it alive. Touched by Burgess. And it went out of bounds. Panther basketball.
Yeah, I would really like to see Bree set herself a little bit more before she's launching those shots. She seemed to be rushing it a bit here tonight.
Panthers having a tough time inbounding, knocked away by Weatherwack. Kratzel inbound from the corner, actually on the sideline. Gets it into Albrecht on the baseline, back outside Sadowski. Sadowski, Brower, Shallow, Albrecht, and Kratz on the floor for the Panthers right now. Two freshmen getting a break. Emma Huberty. Steffen's also on the bench getting a break. Here's Albrecht to the baseline, hit the side of the board, got a little too deep. She gets it back into the paint. Ball on the floor.
It's a wrestling match now.
Glad you could see some of it. I couldn't. It's officials.
I just saw black on white, white on black, big pile in the middle there. That's all I really saw.
He just planted himself and never moved. Weatherwack. Bounces Burling.
Yeah.
Albrecht almost picked up that foul.
He was almost gone for the night.
And Kratz forces an errant pass to go out of bounds. We're under 5 to go. Truckers are going to get their third W here tonight. Panthers are going to stay at 2. One that they were looking at, especially on their own floor. Here's Kratz on the curl to Brower. Steps through with the left hand. Nice move.
There we go. They finally get Natalie in the post one. She comes through. Nice step through. Little baby hook. Gets it to drop.
Weatherwack to the other end, all the way down, up against Brower, and 2 free throws will be coming.
Natalie picking up her third.
Tell you what, Clintonville likes to race it to the other end.
Oh, look at that. My bad. That's going on Kennedy. I misspoke. String music for the first one for Elizabeth.
Substitutes coming in on the Trucker side. Weatherwack has one more, 5'5" sophomore guard with some quicks. Pretty good from the free throw line as she's 2 for 2 on that strip.
She is 4 of 4 for the night, Todd. She gets some tips to the Panthers.
28-point lead for Clintonville. Baseline, Sadowski back on top, Albrecht. Drives to the elbow, kicks to Albrecht, jumper on the way.
Get in there.
Got the friendly bounce and falls in.
The Panthers shoot much better in the second half than they did in the first. We don't have our stat cat in the house to help us out, but it's pretty obvious.
Truckers reverse the ball to the opposite side. Arndt has it, right wing. Skip pass over to King. King much quieter here in the second half, but Arndt picked up the slack. She fires
There
a
she goes again.
hand hook in the middle of the paint. Off the window and good. We didn't see much of her in the first half. Got into a little foul trouble. Sadowski jumper came up short. Battles for her own rebound and is fouled.
That's going to go on Weatherwack, picking up her third personal. Fourth team.
Inbound comes into Shallow. Back on top, Sadowski. Kratz has it, driving baseline, steps through, and is going to be called for a travel. Allen, Stephens, Gable check back in on the Panther side. Looking, Sadowski with the steal. Kick outside. Gable, elbow, jumper. Came up short. Saved by Allen. Break to Clintonville underneath their basket. Here comes Arndt to the other end. Stephens the only one back. Bounces it low left. Burgess lays it up and in. Nice 3-on-1 break by the Truckers. They have a 30-point lead. Never thought we'd see the 30-pointer tonight. Cross to Allen in the corner. Quick pass inside. This is Sadowski. Double teamed in there. Another steal. Arndt racing to the other end. Gable trying to get in front of her. Arndt left it short. Gable bothered her just enough. On the rebound, Gable is fouled by Arndt.
That's one that Arndt's going to have to learn a little bit, you know. Just sometimes it's a good play. She bothered it enough. She didn't get it. She just got to let it go. She was upset with herself for missing the basket, and she came back trying to make the play. Ended up picking up her third personal.
Checking in for the Truckers, we've got Katie Lambries, a sophomore senior for section, and Brianna Strong, also first time on the floor. Here's Stephan, gets the ball screen, moving right. Tries to kick it to Cross, and then we've got a trip by Brandstorm.
That'll be her third.
No bonus yet for the Panthers.
Only the 16 foul, Todd.
Allen over to Sadowski. 2:20 and counting. Left to go in this ball game. Stephan to the rack, off the baseline, no good. Gets her own rebound, ripped it out. Back outside, Cross, firing three. Yes.
Got it.
Arndt slowed down by Gable, and now we're going to have a foul on the sideline. Strong.
They had her there. They needed to trap her in the corner.
2 minutes to go.
That one's going on Kennedy, her fourth. 17 fouls, so that puts Strong on the line. Chance to get herself in the book here, Todd.
Neil, you're right. Checks in for Kennedy Kratt. Strong is perfect. Strong and Lambries, two girls that were playing in the first contest also. They are playing their third half tonight. See a little action. Get in the scorebook. Second one is off, and Gable will bring it up. Sadowski. Now between the circles is Allen. Back to Sadowski. Girl cut. Right. Back outside. Three by Stephan, launching just off the mark. Rice had it, lost it. Gable picks it up, and we've got a tie-up.
Stays here with the Panthers. 1:34 left in the game.
One nice thing about when you can get these freshmen in to a situation like this, they can feel the speed of the game. Every level, it gets higher and higher and more competitive. On the inbounds, it's Stephan looking to the corner for Sadowski. She's going to fire away. Good.
That time she got set and got it to drop.
Buck 23 left to go in this ball game. See how the Truckers play this. This is not real familiar territory for the Truckers either. Blocked by
Stephan, I think, got it.
Right away with it to Gable. One minute left to go in the ball game. This will be only the fourth win, and they go inside to Stephan. She can't get the lay-in to go. She passed all the way to the other end. Brandstorm back outside. Strong air ball, and off the hands of Wright. This will be only their fourth win, so they haven't been in this situation too many times.
Albrecht back in.
Sadowski will sit down with 47 seconds left to go. Once again, stay tuned. After a warm-up period, we've got a second game tonight. It'll be the Panther boys as Dunn throws in a running right-hander in the middle of the lane. Gable to Allen on the wing. We'll have an abbreviated pregame show. Nice back cut by Albrecht. Overlay. We've seen that all night by the Panthers, and Gable ties up. That was Lambries that she tied up. Possession arrow goes to Clintonville. See how they play it here with 23 seconds left to go. Brett and I are going to take a little time out in between games, but we'll have a short pregame show. Even shorter postgame show. We got to do postgame and pregame in between games. Got our work cut out for us. Lambrey's inside, nice bounce inside to King, and the horn goes off on that made basket.
That's King's first basket of the second half. Still ends up with 18.
62-32, Clintonville on top of the Panthers in a big way here tonight. But now we'll come back right away after a commercial break, wrap up this ball game and get set for game number 2. Clintonville Trucker boys taking on the Panther boys. We'll be back. You're listening to WOCO Sports Radio.
Did you know NEW Credit Union is a member-owned financial cooperative? So as a credit union member, you own the credit union. Because we have no stockholders to satisfy, the profits go back to you, the owner, in the form of better rates and a multitude of up-to-date services. NEW Credit Union has offices in Oconto Falls, Surrey, Oconto, and Peshtigo, serving all who live or work in Brown, Marinette, Oconto and Shawano counties of Wisconsin, and Menominee County, Michigan. It is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration and an equal housing opportunity lender. Find out what we're all about online at newcu.org or call 800-924-1250. That's 800-924-1250. Go ahead and like us on Facebook. Why not take advantage of everything your local credit union has to offer? We're your home team, here to serve you. Why not try NEW Credit Union and own it?
We all want to be self-sufficient, whether it's fixing projects at home, whether it's changing the oil on the car, or maybe even keeping your checkbook balanced. But when it comes to income taxes, trust me, you don't want to do it yourself. You don't want to do it with someone that just does it 3 months a year as a little sideline job. You need to work with a proactive 24/7 CPA firm that can actually get you results and keep more money in your pocket. Pick up the phone today. 715-735-0583.
If you don't know everything about insurance, you'll profit from the knowledge and experience at the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls. You'll benefit from their thorough analysis of the insurance that you really need. They'll recommend the companies and policies that are the best for you. At the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, they specialize in complete coverage of all your insurance needs. Call the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls.
Hi, folks. This is David from Witt's Piggly Wiggly in Oconto Falls. Are you sick of rising gas prices? Well, at Witt's, we have a solution. When you purchase qualified groceries with blue shelf stickers, and there's hundreds throughout our store, you build up discounts for 15 gallons of gas on your club card. Then, when you fill up at our Pig Stop pumps, just scan your card and watch the gas price drop. So scan your card, shop the blue stickers, and save money on gas at the Pig in Oconto Falls.
Todd Peterson, Brett Crandall back at the Oconto Falls Fieldhouse. First ball game tonight saw the Lady Truckers take it to the Lady Panthers 62-32. Truckers scored 23 points in the first half, 39 in the second half. The total at 62. Panthers only 12 in the first half and 20 in the second half. It was a 62-32 all Clintonville first game. As we mentioned, we've got a second ball game tonight. Boys action. Same two teams, same two plays. Same two guys announcing. Brett finalizing his totals.
I'm good to go. I'm already jumping on to the next game.
All right. I'm going to turn it over to my partner. He's going to run down this one. We'll take a break, and then we'll come back and talk about this boys game coming up in a minute. Go ahead, Brett.
The first game, the Lady Truckers were victorious 62-32. Leading the way for the Truckers tonight was Abigail King with 18 points. Ellie Arndt with 14. Elizabeth Weatherwax with 7. Erin Burke with 7. 10 to Lizzie Carpenter. 4 for Dunn and 1 for Brianna Strauss. On the Panthers side, leading the way with 8 points each, Kennedy Cross and Brianna Sadowski. Then 4 points for Gable, 3 for Brower, and 2 for Huberty, Allen, Albrecht, and 1 for Rice, and 1 for Albrecht. That's all I'm going to give you on that, because I got to get back to the other side now.
All right, thank you, Brett. That victory raises Clintonville's record to 4-9 overall. They are now 3-6 in Northeastern Conference play. Panthers fall to 4-10 on the season and 2-8 in conference play. Lady Panthers will be in action next on Tuesday, January 23rd, as they travel to Wapaka. Also next week on Friday, they will host Denmark here at the Oconto Falls Fieldhouse. So once again, our final score in the first game, Clintonville 62, Oconto Falls 32. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll talk about the boys' game coming on up in just a few minutes. 11 minutes to be exact left in this warm-up period. You're listening to Panther pregame show now on WOCO.
At 24/7 Well and Pump Service, we mean just that. Water will be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407, and a licensed professional will come out to your site. Whether it is a water system installation, repair, well inspection, or install underground water lines, they'll be there. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407. We're in the Oconto Falls area Yellow Pages. 24/7 Well and Pump Service, Fireside Road, Oconto Falls.
Hi, folks. This is David from Witt's Piggly Wiggly in Oconto Falls. Are you sick of rising gas prices? Well, at Witt's, we have a solution. When you purchase qualified groceries with blue shelf stickers, and there's hundreds throughout our store, you build up discounts for 15 gallons of gas on your club card. Then, when you fill up at our Pig Stop pumps, just scan your card and watch the gas price drop. So scan your card, shop the blue stickers, and save money on gas at the Pig in Oconto Falls.
At 24/7 Well and Pump Service, we mean just that. Water will be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407, and a licensed professional will come out to your site. Whether it is a water system installation, repair, well inspection, or install underground water lines, they'll be there. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407. We're in the Oconto Falls area Yellow Pages. 24/7 Well and Pump Service, Fireside Road, Oconto Falls.
Hey, we're ready for round two here tonight. Second game of doubleheader action here at the Fieldhouse of Oconto Falls. I'm Todd Peterson, Brett Crandall. We're ready for the boys' game. Panthers come in at 2-9 on the season, 1-7 in conference play. Clintonville 3-9, 1-7 in conference action also. So just like the first game, records are pretty even. Certainly hope we don't have another. That should dictate that we should have a fairly even game.
Well, it better be on the other side. It better be on the other side if it's not an even one. Panthers need to get a victory here on the home court tonight, Todd.
Since the last time we had a boys game, Brett, this Oconto Falls team came up with a big victory last Friday night over in Luxembourg, defeating the Spartans 79-73. Talking to Coach Hurst about that ball game, he said it was one of their finer games, especially on the road, and putting up 79 points. They had leads in that game, saw them dwindle away, but they hung on to get that victory, a much-needed victory for this Oconto Falls Panther team.
I guess it was kind of a breakout game for Dakota Caribou. He had a real nice game, the kind of game the Panthers were hoping he'd have most season. I'll see if he can carry that over here tonight on his home court.
More orange and black here tonight. More people filing into this field house also, especially on the Panther side.
There are a few other games around the conference tonight. We're not the only show on the road. Here we go. So we got Freedom and Denmark squaring off tonight. Little Chute took the long drive up to Marinette. Wapaka and Luxembourg Casco. And then Wrightstown, number one ranked team in the state for Division III, taking on Fox Valley Lutheran.
right, when we take a closer look at this ball game, starting with the Panther side, only one senior on the Panther roster, and that's Mason Sepsik. And Mason, we've seen him have the ability to light it up. Big second half over in Oconto really opened some eyes, brought the Panthers back from a 25-point deficit to scratch within 8 in that ball game, and a lot of it at the hands of Mason. So that's one player that the Panthers certainly hope can get a hot hand. Also looking at the Panther roster, guys like Josiah Shane, Dakota Caribou, who you just mentioned, Brett, and their point guard, Mitchell Manns, need to look to get into the scoring column early and often.
Not sure what to see out of Clintonville here tonight. Well, I don't know if they're going to run the same kind of style as the girls did. Full court pressure, intense man-to-man defense, but see what they have in store for the Panthers. Panthers, most of the season, have been switching from a man-to-man to a zone, depending on situation. Looks like the Panthers should match up fairly well here. It doesn't look like Clintonville's got any...
the real height, 1'6'7", boy.
Well, I'll take that back. That's some good height.
Yeah, well, according to this roster, they got a 6'7" junior in Ethan Fisher and a 6'6" senior in Nicholas Stabler. Panthers, of course, their big man is the 6'5" sophomore, Zach Parsons. Like I said, we don't know that much about Clintonville. First opportunity to see the Truckers.
And Panthers are still waiting for Zach Parsons to have his breakout game on the offensive side of the floor. And tonight, that'll be the one.
Can only hope if you're a Panther fan. Brett and I are going to take another time out here in our Panther pregame, getting set for the boys' version of this Clintonville Oconto Falls matchup here tonight. We'll be back for more Panther pregame right after these messages on WOCO Sports Radio.
If you don't know everything about insurance, you'll profit from the knowledge and experience at the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls. You'll benefit from their thorough analysis of the insurance that you really need. They'll recommend the companies and policies that are the best for you. At the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, they specialize in complete coverage of all your insurance needs. Call the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls.
Did you hear? We've branched into your living room. This is Beth Larson from the Stevenson National Bank and Trust. Our e-branch at snbt.com lets you manage your money 24/7 from the comfort of your home. Apply for loans, check your balances, and even open accounts. Don't waste another minute. Visit snbt.com now to take advantage of all the convenience of our e-branch offers from the Stevenson National Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We all want to be self-sufficient, whether it's fixing projects at home, whether it's changing the oil on the car, or maybe even keeping your checkbook balance. But when it comes to income taxes, trust me, you don't want to do it yourself. You don't want to do it with someone that just does it 3 months a year as a little sideline job. You need to work with a proactive 24/7 CPA firm that can actually get your results and keep more money in your pocket. Pick up the phone today. 715-735-0583.
Did you know NEW Credit Union is a member-owned financial cooperative? So as a credit union member, you own the credit union. Because we have no stockholders to satisfy, the profits go back to you, the owner, in the form of better rates and a multitude of up-to-date services. NEW Credit Union has offices in Oconto Falls, Surrey, Oconto, and Peshtigo, serving all who live or work in Brown, Marinette, Oconto and Shawano counties of Wisconsin, and Menominee County, Michigan. It is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration and an equal housing opportunity lender. Find out what we're all about online at newcu.org or call 800-924-1250. That's 800-924-1250. Go ahead and like us on Facebook. Why not take advantage of everything your local credit union has to offer? We're your home team, here to serve you. Why not try NEW Credit Union and own it?
Welcome back to the Oconto Falls Fieldhouse. More pregame show right now. We're about 2 minutes away from tonight's starting lineup. Checking out the Panthers. Didn't have an opportunity to talk with Coach Hurst prior to the game. See how he's going to be starting, but have a fairly good idea. But we'll wait to see before we send that out to our listeners at home.
That is for sure. We got ourselves one full field house tonight. It's nice to see.
Sure is. I'm sure the concession stand is reaping the rewards of that.
We're not the only ones pulling the doubleheaders. That man's sticking around for this game. Looks like the Palm team has made a quick costume change, so I'm guessing they're going to be performing at halftime as well.
Big night for everybody.
You bet.
Gotta like it. 3 new officials for tonight's second.
Oh, what? Wait a minute. They couldn't pull a doubleheader?
They couldn't handle it. Okay, before we get too far along here, I want give me a reaction on Coach Hurst's stance.
Yeah, those are eye-grabbing. I tell you, those are some beauts. I think even the refs are checking them out right now. He's got on some flaming orange, I would say, pants.
Dreamsicle almost.
Oh, yeah, dreamsicle. Better word for it.
It's not the burnt orange, more of the dreamsicle orange. It's orange out night, so
it's appropriate.
Yeah, he's bringing it. He's bringing it strong. Most people go upper half. He decided to go lower half.
Looks like they might be lining up for... Nope, they're shaking it off right now. So it looks like they're lining up for a national anthem, but they're saying, nope, we're going to go right to start lineup. We did that.
We already did that. We don't need to do that anthem again. We've done the one before the first game. Nice rendition also. If you're just joining us, this is the 5th of 5 games here tonight at the field house. We had 2 JV boy games, JV 1, JV 2 against Clintonville, 1 JV girls game. We just finished up the girls varsity game with the Truckers defeating the Panthers 62-32. And now we're getting set for the varsity boys game. This game was on the schedule as a doubleheader from the get-go. And it has lived up to its billing as far as getting people in the house. And I'm going to turn it over to my partner. He's going to give you tonight's starting lineup.
All right, starting tonight for the Clintonville Truckers. Number 5, Presley Rosenau. Number 10, Sean Finger. Number 22, Samuel Whitman. Number 24, Aiden Foldine. And number 34, Kyle Finger. And now for your very own Panther 5. Starting senior guard, Mason Sefik, number 3. Starting sophomore guard, Mitchell Mann, number 11. Starting junior guard, Josiah Shane. Number 20. And starting junior forward, Dakota Caribou, number 23. And starting sophomore center, Zach Parsons, number 44. Let's get this ball high and get this game going.
Interesting, the Truckers are wearing their home white.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
In this ball game, Panthers in their burnt orange traveling uniform, shorts and tops. Black numbers, black piping down the side. Jumping center for the Panthers will be Zach Parsons, and he'll be going up against 6'3" sophomore Aiden Polson. Ball's in the air, tap is controlled, headed toward the scorer's table, and out of bounds.
Kay got that one.
And it'll be Trucker ball as Parsons had the big mid on that one.
Wanted it, but swatted it out of bounds.
Like the Panthers are going to start a man-to-man defense. Inbound comes into Samuel Whitman. Whitman, left wing. This is Rosenau. Panthers, again, man-to-man defense. Flashing cut comes through. Long distance, 3 straight on. No good. Long rebound. Controlled by Mann. That was a deep one by Kyle Finger, the senior. Mann, ball screen by Caribou. At the elbow, kicks to the outside. Shane, catch and shoot 3. Money.
Shut Shane.
Just wanted to check the board, make sure we were at the home team. A good point. On the curl cut, they get it inside. This is Whitman. Back to the basket. Shane guarding him. Here's Finger. Back outside. Rosenau. Panthers doing a nice job of cutting off the lane. To the baseline. Held out there. Distance 3 by Rosenau. That's good, and we're tied at 3 apiece.
That's a match. I see you 3. I'll meet your 3.
Fans. Gets the ball screen. Fans the dribble to the left wing. Back on top, Caribou. Skip pass. Josiah Shane. Now into the corner. This is Setsik. Back outside to Shane. Panthers spreading the offense against this man-to-man defense. They got Parsons going to the block. Now they'll go bounce it to the mid-post. This is Setsik. Little floater in the middle of the lane, halfway down and kicked out. Off a Finger's leg and out of bounds, it will be Panther basketball.
Mitchell Mann's got a little poke in there. Rolled right off of Kyle Finger's leg. Panthers retain possession on the turnover.
Setsik inbounding, gets it inside. Caribou blew the lay-in. Nice inbound play. We saw that in the first game. That's a bad spot.
Yeah, that was the left side, I think, of the first game. Carried over to the right side now.
On a rollback, Mann's got a hand on it, knocked it out of bounds. It's Panther basketball. Again, Mann's with the busy hands creates a turnover by Clintonville.
Like to see the Panthers working inside there. The Zach Parsons, he's got quite a height advantage in the block right now.
They try and go inside on a flex cut to Shane, and it's knocked out of bounds. Again, Setsik will inbound on the baseline. Looking, gets it inside. Caribou kick back outside, and we're going to have a foul called on the floor as Parsons knocked down the 18-footer.
Rosenau, I think, picking up the foul. Just push on Dakota.
That basket will not count, and the Panthers to inbound one more time. They get it into Mans. He's open for 3, firing away. Over the top of the backboard, it bounces. Trucker basketball.
Panthers going to apply some full court pressure here.
In the backcourt. Mans hounding Finger. This is Sean Finger. We've got Sean and Kyle. Kyle has it in his hands now. He launched the deep 3. Back on top to Whitman. Whitman, Shane guarding him. Picks up the dribble. Skip pass to Finger. Again, they'll skip it back over to Polzine. Polzine trying a little circus shot in the middle of the lane. No good. Parsons climbs high for the rebound. That's what they need Zach to do. Mans pushes to the other end. Little hesitation. Spin move. Fade and flip. No good. Finger comes down with the rebound. To the other end, we've got Whitman on the walk-up. They'll get it over to Polzine. Polzine, right wing, bounces it into the post. Back to the basket is Sean Finger. Trying to work against Mans off the glass and in. Truckers take a 5-3 lead. Just over 3 minutes gone by here in our ball game. Shane in the left corner. Parsons cutting through. They can't get it inside. Bouncing outside is Setsik. Top of the key, Caribou. Baseline, Parsons. Back to Caribou, top of the key. Setsik. Little hesitation. Takes it hard to the rack and is fouled.
But that one's going to go on Polzine, picking up his first personal. Second team foul by the Truckers. Mason sent to the line for a 2.
Setsik, a 6'3 senior, the only senior on the Panther squad. 3 bounces, up and in. He's got one more. Gets the friendly rolls, and then we're tied at 5. Again, full court pressure by the Panthers. Finger breaks it, drops it off to Sean Finger. Skip pass way outside, off the hand, going toward the backcourt, and another save. Now Panthers have it. Bounce ahead to Setsik. Hand tried to hit Setsik ahead of the crowd. Threw it out of bounds.
Really want to capitalize on those turnovers when you get them.
Looks to be a little 1-2-2 three-quarter court press. Septic went for the steal. Whitman pulls up from 3. Too short. Caribou with a nice rebound. One and done for the Truckers. Lead pass ahead to Septic down the right sideline. Head fake to the baseline. Here's Parsons down the lane line, and he is called for a travel. Brabant in for Septic. Nelson and Pete's also in. Connor, Pete, Dylan, Nelson. Panthers make 3 substitutions. And they'll stay in this 1-2-2. Trapping press. Polzine ahead. This is Rosenau. Rosenau brings the dribble out. Hands it off to Whitman, way outside, right in front of the Panther bench. Over to Rosenau. They'll skip it over to Sean Finger. Back on top of Polzine. Pushed off. No call. Brabant hit the deck. Rebound. Knocked around. Still loose on the floor. Finger digs it out. Over to Whitman, trying to split the defense, and we're going to have an offensive foul called as Shane hit the deck.
I think that one just came back. Makeup call there. Dan Whitman picking up the foul. Third team foul.
Sean Finger of Clintonville asking the official to watch for the hand slap. Here's Dakota Caribou spinning through the middle and it drops it in.
Nice strong move by Caribou.
Had the right English on that one as it hit the board. Here's Kyle Finger, skip pass on top. To the glass, Rosenau rolled it off, gets his own rebound. Left hand, no good. Over the top is Finger, no call. Tied up inside. It's still loose, knocked out of bounds, and it will be Clintonville basketball. They're letting him play on the inside.
Coach Hurst yelling, get him out of there. Back him out of there.
Inbounding will be Sean Finger to Rosenau. Rosenau gives it up to Kyle Finger. Way outside now to Whitman. He wants to drive middle, kicks outside. Rosenau has it high left. 7-5 Panthers lead. 12:33 and counting here in the first half. Nelson. Scoop pass over on the right wing to Rosenau. Rosenau brings the dribble back outside. Panthers in a man-to-man defense. There's a ball screen for Whitman. Back outside. Kyle Finger firing 3. Rimmed out. Rebound on the floor. Here comes Dylan Nelson to the other end. Kick outside. Shane, catch and shoot 3. No good. Peace is going to be called for a foul going over the top.
That's the first team foul by the Panthers.
Panther foul number 30. His first team first. It's the Trucker, number 11.
It'll be Trucker basketball. They got to go end to end here. Checking in for the Truckers, Matthew Morse, 6-foot junior. He checks in for Rosenau. Whitman to the other end. Quick drop inside, and Finger gets taken to the ground. Brabant ran him over. He made a little head fake, and everybody flew into him.
Kid Brabant pick up the foul. You could have taken your pick on that one.
No shooting. This passes into the backcourt. That's okay. Whitman runs it down. He'll walk it back to the front court. Morris. Over to Finger, back to Morris. Gets it to go off the glass in the middle lane. Little Haynes jump shot. We're tied at 7-all. Here's Shane. Back outside to Brabant. Caribou trying to post up inside. They get it in there, and we've got a foul called. And it's going to go against Matthew Morris. That's a quiet whistle.
It was. He must not have the Fox 40.
Yeah. He needs to upgrade. I barely heard that one. All of a sudden, everybody turned their heads. Shane will inbound for the Panthers. Underneath their own basket. Nelson. Quick pass. Going to Caribou. Can't get it. Tipped once by Pete, twice by Pete. No good. And cleared by Morris. Morris will bring it up himself. Right wing, Polzine into the post. This is Finger, and we're going to have a tie-up on a good double down by Caribou. Terrible checks out after that, shaking his head. Not sure why. Man walks it in. Finger guarding him in the man-to-man. Man pulls up 17 feet straight on, no good. Burgess. We had a Burgess in the first game. Don't know if they're brothers and sisters, cousins, relatives at all. He swings it over on the left side. Quick pass, low left. Whitman's got it. Layup good.
Quick flash cut there by the Truckers. That forces Coach Herbst to call a 30-second timeout.
We'll take one. 10:48 left to go in the first half. Truckers by 2. You're listening to Panther Basketball, WOCO.
We all want to be self-sufficient, whether it's fixing projects at home, whether it's changing the oil on the car, or maybe even keeping your checkbook balanced. But when it comes to income taxes, trust me, you don't want to do it yourself. You don't want to do it with someone that just does it 3 months a year as a little sideline job. You need to work with a proactive 24/7 CPA firm that can actually get you results and keep more money in your pocket. Pick up the phone today. 715-735-0583.
9-7 is the score. Clintonville on top of the Panthers. Mans, Nelson, Pete, Brabant, and Shane. Brabant has it. Left side. Man, back on top. They go to Shane. Man. Defense by the Truckers. Promotion offense by the Panthers. Catch and shoot by Pete's right pocket. No good. Climbing high for the rebound is Moore. Panthers one and done on that trip. Here's Whitman. Over to Finger. Free throw line extended right in front of the Panther bench. Nelson cuts him off, and an offensive foul called on Whitman. A Finger make it.
That's on Sean Finger, his first. 15 foul for the Truckers.
Nice defensive slide by Nelson, cutting that off.
Play defense with your feet, boys. That's the way you do it.
Here's Shane. On top, Nelson. He's going to snap off a three.
And a beauty!
Panthers take a 1-point lead at the 10-minute mark here in the first half. Quick kick to the corner. Polzine, three, matches it. 12-10 Truckers.
Well, every time the Panthers hit a three so far, Truckers have been able to answer right back.
Here's Nelson. Trying to shake. Quick pass, trying to go low right. Tipped away. Panthers get it back. Mann firing from the baseline. No good. Whitman with the rebound.
Panthers just getting out jumped on the boards right now.
Shane stops the ball.
Need to get Dakota and Parsons back in there.
And we've got Dakota on the
Loose ball.
Panthers come away with it, and Shane gets knocked to the floor, and they're going to call a held ball. Caribou and Stepsek will check in. It'll be Trucker basketball, inbounding right in front of the Panther bench. Looking, still looking. Bounces to the baseline. It's Whitman. Working against Shane. Goes up with the left hand and knocks it in.
Truckers up by 4.
9 minutes left to go in the half. That's it. Thought about the three. They'll kick it back outside. Here's Caribou. Gets knocked out of bounds. No call. And it'll be Panther basketball. Stepsek will be inbounding baseline right. It's just Shane. Back outside. Brabant. Now Caribou in the corner. Panthers keeping it on the outside, down by 4. Caribou launching a deep three. 13 for the Panthers. They're down 1.
Do the Truckers have an answer for that three?
Whitman. Again, Shane brings it into the front court. Jacobson just into the ball game for Panthers, here's that three.
They do.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
I don't know if I've ever seen that. Three threes and answered right back each time.
17-13. Caribou tiptoeing on the baseline. Outside, Nelson three, came up short. Polzine and Braban tied up and held ball.
You got no arrow going over there on the scoreboard. Up there, pops back on. Parsons up, Zach, that is, for the Panthers.
A little electrical outage over there on the score.
A little glitchy.
Braban out. Parsons in. Parsons with a considerable size advantage right now. Free throw line, elbow jumper. Shane, yes. Nice inbound pass. Finding Shane. Panthers down a deuce. Here's Kyle Finger way outside to Jacobson. Nelson guarding him. Hands it off in the center circle to Whitman. Pounding the dribble. Little dribble weave out on top. Polzine, deep three. Wow. That's good, too.
Let's see if the Panthers are going to answer that one.
20-15. Caribou, ball fake. Kicks outside. Shane, right wing. Parsons trying to post up on the block. Sesek. Cut off by Rosenoff. They kick it over to Parsons. From 15, he's going to be called for traveling as he shuffled his feet.
Well, that's the second turnover traveled by Parsons.
For the Truckers, number 5, Wesley Rossno, with number 10.
7 minutes even left to go in the first half. Truckers on top, 20-15 over the Panthers. Panthers still staying in that half-court trapping defense. Jacobson gets it across. Kyle Finger. Back over to Whitman. He's going to go three, falling, and he missed that one. Sesek to the front court. Shane, right wing. Back on top, Caribou. They'll swing it to Parsons on the baseline. Back outside, Nelson, three ball, game up short. Rebound to Shane. Knocked away from him. Nelson picks it up over to Caribou. Launching three, air ball. Parsons keeps it alive. Nice save. Here's Shane to the middle. Kicks outside. Sesek in trouble in the middle of the paint. Nelson again. Three from the corner. No good. Couple of decent looks by the Panthers. They have to hustle back on the defensive side. Finger outside to Jacobson. 6 minutes to go. First half. Sesek starting Jacobson on the block. He kicks outside. Here's Kyle Finger. Three. Yes.
You got it to go.
They're not afraid to shoot the distance ball.
That's the fifth three by the Truckers.
And on the lob, they tried it. Parsons turned his head. Caribou saves it. Outside. Sesek, three. Rack bracket. No good. Rebound to Rosenoff.
Zach just got to fight a little bit harder down in the block. He's not putting much effort in there. He's flashing. It's not there. He's just backing out again. He's got to work a little bit harder in there.
Jacobson, push pass, over to Finger, to his brother Finger, the other Finger. This is the three. Sesek with the rebound. Nelson, little hesitation dribble, lost the handle. Sesek kicks it up, drives center, floats one up, clanks it off the backboard, no good. Looking for the foul, nothing happening. Both of these teams coming in with only one conference victory. You could say this is a bragging rights game. Both hungry. Jacobson, top of the key, three ball, no good. Parsons climbs in for the rebound. Timeout called with 4:43 left to go. 23-15, Clintonville. We'll step out for just a moment. Come on back. You're listening to Panther Basketball on WOCO.
If you don't know everything about insurance, you'll profit from the knowledge and experience at the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls. You'll benefit from their thorough analysis of the insurance that you really need. They'll recommend the companies and policies that are the best for you. At the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, they specialize in complete coverage of all your insurance needs. Call the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls.
Well, we've had plenty of action here in this first half. Truckers on top by 8.
Yeah, Truckers hitting the outside shot right now, dropping in 5 3-pointers. Panthers able to match 3 of those.
A quick check in my book here. We were tied at 7-all at the 11:45 mark. Truckers took a lead 10:50 left to go in the half at 9-7, and they have not trailed since that point. Man's back on the floor for the Panthers, joining Pete, Caribou, Shane, and Septic. Skip pass to Shane. Now Pete's in the right corner. Going inside, Caribou has to save it in to Pete's in the corner. In trouble there. Dribbles out. Back on top between the circles. Septic. Kicks Shane. Left wing. Caribou has it. Top of the key. Now Mann's on the right wing. Pete thought about the 3. Straight on. Gives it up to Shane. He'll make it.
Just shy of second 3.
23-18. Up into that lead a little bit.
Need a little swing here. Defensive stop.
4 minutes left to go in the first half. Finger kicks it outside to Rosenoff. Over to Sean Finger. Puts it on the deck. Trying to clear space. Now they'll kick back outside. Rosenoff directing traffic. Ball on hip. They'll go left to right. On the outside. Panthers staying in that man-to-man defense. Polzine trying to post up inside. They run into each other. And we're going to have a foul called on Connor Peets as he ran down Finger.
Connor picking up his second.
That skip pass was headed out of bounds. 2 Truckers ran into each other trying to keep it alive. They do save it in, and Peets picks up the foul. Here's more. Outside, Finger fakes, drives, kicks, outside, Rosenoff, 3. No. Peets climbs with the rebound, clears it out. Lead pass ahead to Septic. Mann, now Caribou. He wants to drive middle, kick back to Mann. Shane, 3 again. Yes, money ball! 23-21, timeout called by the Truckers. Panthers on a 6-0 run. 30 seconds will stay here with 3:10 left to go. 23-21, Truckers by 2. Panthers cutting into that 8-point lead.
Yeah, Trucker coach had to compose himself a second before he talked to, who is it there? Polzine. Took a note of it, got it, and then had a teaching moment after that.
Called self-restraint.
Yeah. And now, just shy of Shane, lighting up from the outside for the Panthers.
In both teams knocking a number of 3-pointers. Morris will bring it up after the timeout. 3 minutes. Rosenoff has it. 3 minutes to go in the half.
Yeah, look for the Truckers to go inside here. They got Polzine on man.
They tried to do this at Panthers. Take it away. Pass was too high. Good weak side help. Man, over to Shane. Another 3.
Hey, got it!
24-23.
That's a bam, baby!
Shane with the hot hand. Rosenoff picks up the dribble way outside. Hands it off to Finger. They'll swing it to Morris on the left side. Try and go inside. Septic kicks it out of bounds.
Yeah, you keep dipping in that well as long as it's giving water right now.
Mann's is the mismatch inside, and the Truckers trying to go inside there, but Mitchell is really fighting hard for position. Finger will inbound. And there's confusion on whose ball it is right now. It's going to be Panther ball. Did you catch that one?
No.
Oh, we had a kick ball. Now the Panthers have it nonetheless.
Let's see if they can capitalize.
Here's Pete. They'll swing it quick to the left side. Man. Finger right on him. Over to Shane. Whitman back in the ball game. He's got him. Inside pass gets tipped outside. Shane lost the handle. Mans has it. Way outside by the timeline. Finger trying to force him to the left side. Bounces to Caribou. And we've got a 5 count as that dribble was going on. Finger was within his proximate. 6 feet. 5 seconds. I don't even think Mitchell thought he was counting. 1:57 left to go in a half. Whitman over to Rosenoff. High left. Caribou has that assignment. Over to Morse. Quick pass to the block. Rosenoff. Double teamed inside. Spins. Floats it up. Can't get it to fall. Mans rebound. And he'll run it out himself. $1:35 left to go in the first half. Caribou on a spinning move, and we've got an offensive foul called on Caribou.
Yeah, Dakota's been a tad bit out of control. His aggressiveness has been good, but he needs to just tone it down a little bit. He's going in a little hard. A little too hard.
Here's Whitman walking to the front court. You might say he's kind of forcing it on that offensive end. Let it happen. Here's Finger, knocked out of bounds by Caribou.
That was one of those zigs and zags. Thought it was zigging out, and he zigged in. Unfortunate for the Panthers, they got a piece of that and knocked it out of bounds. Otherwise, it would have been a turnover for the Panthers for sure.
Inbound will be right in front of the Panther bench and a 5 count. Sean Finger couldn't get it in, upset with his teammates that nobody was moving to the basketball. You could read his lips.
They got to start counting. 5 seem to be moving quickly.
Counting by 1.5. Panthers on a 9-0 run right now to take the lead at 24-23. Chestek bodied up by Morris. Bounces over to Mans. Step back 2. No good. Sean Finger has it with 1 minute left to go in the half.
Yeah, Mitchell's struggling right now with his shot. Putting them all on the rim. They're just not dropping.
Morris hands it off to Sean Finger. Over to Rosenau. Now Kyle Finger drives in baseline. Going up high. Gets it to spin in. With 45 seconds left. Truckers take another lead. See how the Panthers play this. Caribou into the corner. 30 seconds. Chestek has it. Back outside to Pete. 25 seconds. Pete. Right wing, Shane. Gets the ball screen. Gets to the middle. Floater from the elbow. No good. Kept way outside to Mason Chestek. 15 seconds. Mans has it. Corner. Pete. Launching. 3. No good. Rebound. Knocked out of bounds.
Going the other way.
Tucker basketball. 10.5 left to go in the half. Panthers going to match up full court here. Make them work these final 10 seconds. Whitman snaps a glance at the clock. Across the timeline with 7. Top of the key. Kicks it over to Rosenau. Taken away. Chestek to the front court. 2 seconds. All the way to the rack and lays it in. Wraps the horn. Chestek gets the steal and the lay-in and gives the Panthers a 26-25 lead as they head to the locker room.
That's the way to finish the half right there.
26-25. Well, this one's a lot more entertaining than that first one, Brett.
That it is.
We've shut the door on that one, though. 26-25, Oconto Falls on top of Clintonville. They go to the locker room. We'll go back to the studio. Let Dave work his magic. When we come back, we'll recap this first half and get ready for an exciting second half of play. You're listening to Panther Basketball right here on WOCO Sports Radio.
Tired of running to the bank for every little check? You can save a trip to the bank with the convenience of mobile check deposit from the Stevenson National Bank and Trust. Snapping a picture with our app is as safe as depositing checks at one of our 7 locations. No more rushing to the bank before closing to make those important deposits. Visit snbt.com to enroll for mobile check deposit today. The Stevenson National Bank and Trust, 101 Bray Lake Way in Oconto. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At 24/7 Well and Pump Service, we mean just that. Water will be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call 920-848 920-604-2407 or 920-604-2407. And a licensed professional will come out to your site. Whether it is a water system installation, repair, well inspection, or install underground water lines, they'll be there. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407. We're in the Oconto Falls area Yellow Pages. 24/7 well and pump service. Fireside Road, Oconto Falls.
Did you know NEW Credit Union is a member-owned financial cooperative? So as a credit union member, you own the credit union. Because we have no stockholders to satisfy, the profits go back to you, the owner, in the form of better rates and a multitude of up-to-date services. NEW Credit Union has offices in Oconto Falls, Surrey, Oconto, and Peshtigo, serving all who live or work in Brown, Marinette, Oconto and Shawano counties of Wisconsin, and Menominee County, Michigan. It is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration and an equal housing opportunity lender. Find out what we're all about online at newcu.org or call 800-924-1250. That's 800-924-1250. Go ahead and like us on Facebook. Why not take advantage of everything your local credit union has to offer? We're your home team, here to serve you. Why not try NEW Credit Union and own it?
Hi, folks. This is David from Witt's Piggly Wiggly in Oconto Falls. Are you sick of rising gas prices? Well, at Witt's, we have a solution. When you purchase qualified groceries with blue shelf stickers, and there's hundreds throughout our store, you build up discounts for 15 gallons of gas on your club card. Then, when you fill up at our Pig Stop pumps, just scan your card and watch the gas price drop. So scan your card, shop the blue stickers, and save money on gas at the Pig in Oconto Falls.
This Wisconsin Radio Network Sports Report is presented by the Wisconsin Department of Health Services. Winter is the best time to test your home for radon. Find out more at lowradon.org.
The Badgers look to end a 3-game losing streak when they host Illinois in Big Ten action at the Kohl Center tonight. I'm Bill Scott with sports. The Illini have yet to win a Big Ten game. They're 0-6. Badger assistant coach Howard Moore on Illinois' defense.
Yeah, they're mostly pressure man. They'll get up in full court and try to deny and pressure and force you into, some live ball turnovers. They're averaging about 18 a game, so they're really getting after people.
Tip time at the Kohl Center tonight set for 8 p.m. Bucks superstar Giannis Antetokounmpo isn't the only member of the Bucks team headed to the NBA All-Star Game next month in Los Angeles. Johnny Watson, the team's director of live programming and entertainment and member of the Rim Rockers dunk team, will attend the February 18th game and related events such as the dunk contest and celebrity game and will perform. The Bucks mascot Bango will also make the trip. Bucks practicing this morning. They are headed for Philadelphia, where they'll take on the 76ers tomorrow in NBA action. Hockey Badgers face top-ranked and Big Ten leading Notre Dame in South Bend tonight. The Irish 18-3-1. They've won 15 straight, led by Hobie Baker candidate goaltender Cale Morris. Morris has a 1.47 goals against average and .956 saves percentage. Wisconsin's Seamus Malone and the key to getting to Morris.
We have to get in front of the net. We've been stressing that all year. With this team, with this goaltender, they really build a fortress around him, and he's a really, really good goaltender. So we have to battle in front and be the tougher team in front of the net, and that's what's going to win the hockey game, I think. So we got to get there and get in front of his eyes and make sure he doesn't see the puck as well.
Vikings and Eagles hook up in the NFC Championship game on Sunday in Philadelphia. Prior to that, it's the AFC title game between the Patriots and the Jaguars. Women's college basketball tonight in the Big East. Marquette traveling to Georgetown. Bill Scott, Wisconsin Radio Network.
You're so annoying.
You're so annoying.
Stop copying me.
Stop copying me.
Mom, tell her to stop copying me.
Mom, tell her to stop talking to me.
Kids will spend 10 minutes copying everything their sibling says.
You're such a doofus.
You're such a doofus.
How about 2 minutes to brush their teeth? Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. For fun 2-minute videos to watch while brushing, visit 2min2x.org. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Mom!
A message from the Partnership for Healthy Mouths, Healthy Lives, and the Ad Council.
This is an important message from DHEC and the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. While cleaning up after a disaster, be careful of cuts and wounds. To prevent infection, including tetanus, clean all cuts and wounds with soap and clean water. Use antibiotic ointment and cover. If a wound swells or drains, seek medical attention immediately. To learn more, call 1-800-CDC-INFO. That's 1-800-CDC-INFO.
We've heard it time and time again. You want local loan decisions and servicing, faster turnaround, and answers to your questions handled right here in Oconto. At the Stevenson National Bank and Trust, we've got all of those bases covered, from local loan decisions and on-time closings to great rates and fair terms. Visit me, Bob Schwartz, at the Stevenson National Bank and Trust. I've helped many people, and now I'd like to help you with your next loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Did you know NEW Credit Union is a member-owned financial cooperative? So as a credit union member, you own the credit union. Because we have no stockholders to satisfy, the profits go back to you, the owner, in the form of better rates and a multitude of up-to-date services. NEW Credit Union has offices in Oconto Falls, Surrey, Oconto, and Peshtigo, serving all who live or work in Brown, Marinette, Oconto and Shawano counties of Wisconsin, and Menominee County, Michigan. It is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration and an equal housing opportunity lender. Find out what we're all about online at newcu.org or call 800-924-1250. That's 800-924-1250. Go ahead and like us on Facebook. Why not take advantage of everything your local credit union has to offer? We're your home team, here to serve you. Why not try NEW Credit Union and own it?
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. You know, a referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in Wisconsin did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Mainly cloudy tonight with a low temperature of 27 degrees with light west winds. Saturday, partly sunny with a high temperature of 40 degrees. Sunday, we'll see a chance of snow showers with some rain mixing in and a high temperature of 35. Sunday night, a mix of rain and snow, and that continues into the day on Monday. A little bit of freezing rain possible as well. Monday's high temperature 33. Tuesday looks mainly sunny with a high temperature of 23 degrees. Wednesday, sunny and 22. For WOCO Radio, I'm meteorologist Ray Miller.
He's Brett, I'm Todd. We're at halftime of our second game. The Oconto Falls Panthers on top of the Clintonville Truckers, 26-25 in our boys version of the Trucker-Panther matchup here tonight. Panthers take the lead right at the buzzer to end the first half on a steal and lay-in by Mason Stepsick.
I think 3.2 seconds left on the clock when he picked that one. Didn't know if he was going to take it all the way or pull up, and he took it to the rim and laid it in.
Panthers actually took a lead at 24-23 with just over a minute to go on a 9-0 run. A lot of that at the hand of Josiah Shane.
Yeah, and Josiah knocking in 4 threes here in the first half, putting up 14 points to lead the Panthers.
Truckers' biggest lead was at 23-15 before the run by the Panthers to give them a 1-point 24-23 lead.
If we take a look at the Trucker side tonight, here in the first half, Aiden Polzine leading the Truckers with 6 points, and 5 apiece for Whitman and Kyle Finger, then 4 for Morris, 3 for Rosen, and 2 for Sean Finger. And on the Panther side, as we said, Josiah Shane with 14, then 5 for Dakota Caribou, 4 for Sepik, and 3 for Nelson. No free throws taken in that first half, Todd.
Either team?
Either team. Wow. Not a one. Which was a big contrast from the first game.
Truckers will start with the basketball here in the second half. They're moving from our left to our right here as we sit courtside.
Only 8 fouls committed in that first half, 5 by the Truckers and 3 by the Panthers.
Rosenau, top of the key. Over to Kyle Finger. Trying to bounce it in. Now they'll go top side to Rosenau. Back cut. It's Sean Finger. Little scoop from the baseline. Lays it up and in.
That's the same play that the girls ran. That bounce that hit the guy in the post and swing around. Oh, Septic with a three.
And can't get it. Man's high for the offensive bound. Kicked outside to Shane. Caribou tries drive middle down the right lane line. Knocked away from him. Loose on the floor. Septic went down to get it. Can't see what's happening. We've got a tie-up. Panther basketball. First basket of the second half goes to the Truckers. On the floor for the Panthers, it's Septic, Parsons, Caribou. Caribou gets it on the inbound, goes up strong, and is fouled.
Yeah, good play by the Panthers, but again, Caribou just got a little too deep on that. He needs to widen out just a tad more. When he went up, he was underneath the hoop. Couldn't get the chance at the three-point play.
So it's Caribou, Shane, Parsons, Mans, and Septic on the floor for the Panthers. Caribou can't get the first free throw to fall. For the Truckers, they'll start Kyle Finger and Sean Finger, Polzine, Whitman, and Rosenau. Second free throw, no good, tapped out through the hands of Parsons, and Whitman comes away with it. Panthers had a chance for an offensive board there. Sean Finger inside to the post. This is Rosenau. Rosenau trying to work against Caribou, and it's blocked, but a foul is called. Rosenau going to the free throw line.
Dakota played that one pretty well, and the post stayed behind him, went up and contested it, but saying they got him with the body, I'm guessing.
Interesting. Rosenau 6'1". They're really looking the first two possessions to post him up.
Yep.
Caribou 6'2". Pretty evenly matched in there. Rosenau free throw. He's over.
After no free throws in the first year, we've got going on our fourth one here.
1 minute gone by. Rosenau trying to give the Truckers a 2-point lead. No good. Rebound lost the handle, tapped out of bounds. It will stay to the Panthers. Finger going to give Mans a little token pressure in the backcourt. Mans with the left hand across the timeline. Over to Shane. Shane. There's where you were talking about if Parsons would stay there and post a little bit. Mans backs the dribble out.
They even had him on the cut right away. They just didn't toss it into him.
Septic threw it at the ankles of Caribou. Dug out by Caribou over to Mans. Outside the arc. Quick pass to the post.
There it is. Up and in. Parsons with his first basket of the night.
Nice assist by Mans, finding the cutting Parsons. 28-27. Whitman picks up the dribble, way outside. Over to Sean Finger. Septic has that assignment. Caribou went for the steal. Rosenau free. Kicks outside. Panthers doing a nice job of helping on him. Polzine thought about the three. Trying to clear himself against Shane. Now lost the handle. Mans has it. Ahead of the break. Finger trying to stop him and undercuts him, and Mans will go to the free throw line.
Sean Finger picking up his second personal. Pretty low turnovers in the first half as well. Panthers only committing 5 and Truckers only 7.
Mans will shoot a pair. Nice steal on the other end. Took it to the coast to coast. He flashes the first one in. Be good for Mitchell to get himself going here.
There you go.
Throw 2 for 2. Panthers with a 3-point lead. Whitman driving against Mans with the left hand down the lane line. No good. Gets his own rebound. And he's going to be... He's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Mans will draw that foul. Whitman toes the line. 6'1" junior cashes in on the first. 15:41 mark. Second free throw. That's no good. Mans with the rebound, and we've got a foul.
That's that quiet whistle again.
Yeah, I believe he's calling it on Sean Finger, or Kyle Finger.
Oh, what's going on there?
But sure, either Finger and the Caribou had a little kind of smile back at each other.
Well, Finger was applauding him for something.
Here's Mann. Catch and shoot.
There he goes. Those little free throws loosened them up a bit.
33-28, a 5-point Panther lead. Their biggest of the night. Here's Finger. Kick to Kyle Finger, and he's going to be called for traveling. Kate Braybank in for Parsons. 5-point Panther lead. Kick to the outside. Here's Caribou driving hard. Outside. Braybank. He gives to Shane. Picks up the dribble. Caribou thought about the three. Over to Braybank. Braybank commands on the right wing. Quick pass. Low left. Shane. Head fake once. Puts it up. No good. Knocked out of bounds. It will be Panther basketball. Panthers finding that flex cut, that back cut one more time. Braybank to inbound. Looking. Bounces. Manns. Another three. Off the mark on that one. Braybank hounding in the backcourt. Now he'll sprint to the other end. Kyle Finger on the give and go. Has Whitman inside. Trying to work against Manns. With the left hand, gets it in.
A nice little hook by Whitman.
Here's Caribou to the baseline. Body ball. Polzine with the rebound. Again, Caribou a little out of control. 33-30. Rosenau on the outside now. Finger trying to post up against Sepsek. There's a lot of pushing in there. Down along the left, the rest to let that go. Kyle Finger way outside. Over to Rosenau. Rosenau to Kyle Finger. Driving to the basket. Caribou with a nice swat. Kick. Sepsek. Three.
Hello, Joey!
My mistake. It was a two. He's on the line. 35-30. I think they're going to correct it because the official, now they're signaling it was a two-pointer.
Finger and Dakota still jawing back and forth at each other.
Polzine trying to post up on Brabant. There's a lot of pushing going on right now. See how long the officials let this go. Here's Whitman clearing himself off the bounce. Pull up, no good. Manns with a rebound. He'll run it out himself. Head up, looking down the floor. Crosses over, pulls up, straight on three. Rattles out. Oh, Steen had it in his hand and lost it.
Nice job attacking the offensive board there by Shane. Had it, and then just butterfingered it right out of bounds.
Heath back on the floor for Caribou, and Nelson wants to check in. We're just making sure. I think they're correcting the score on the scoreboard. The jumper by Sepsek, everybody thought it was a three. They announced three. I called three, but it was a two-pointer.
I got 9 for the Panthers, so that should give them 35.
Yeah, I've got 35-30 also, and I think that's what they're correcting right now. And 13:08 left. Did you notice what happened? Instead of putting 35 in the score clock, they put it in the time, so they had 35 minutes left to go in this ball game. But it's corrected. 13:08 left. 35. We'd be here a long time yet.
It's not been a short night. It needed to be 35 minutes longer.
Morris into the front court, guarded by Nelson. Over to Rosenau. Shane has that assignment. Brabant pounding Polzine. Morris back to the basket, off the glass and in. 35-32, Panthers by 3. Sepsek, right pocket. Looking for Shane on the cut. Can't get it there. They'll swing it left side. This is Pete. Back on top, Sepsek. Polzine guarding him. Nelson now in the corner. Tops it over to Pete. Now on the right side, this is Brabant. Ball above his head. Back over to Shane. Shane firing three. Yeah, he's in fuego tonight. 38-32, a 6-point Panther lead, closing in on 12 minutes to go in the ball game. Sean Finger drives, kicks, open, Rosenoff, 3, came off the glass, no good. Brabant hit the deck. Panthers clear the rebound.
Yeah, Drucker's their fireman. They should cool him off because he is on fire. Oh, turnover by the Panthers.
Septic trying to get it to Shane. Mans is going to check in for Septic. 11:52 here in the second half. Jacobson on the floor for the Truckers. That's the guy I think they can pressure off the dribble. Polzine has it, trying to drive against Brabant, and Brabant's going to be called for a foul. And Pete's got ran over, but that was after the foul, after the whistle.
That's the team fourth foul for the Panthers here in the second. Brabant second personal. Third, that is.
Morse inbounding, gets it into Polzine. Polzine trying to drive against Brabant again, and we're going to have another foul called. Again, this one's on Brabant. Again, a lot of contact. He's just lowering his shoulder, and Brabant's not in good blocking position.
They're working hard to get Polzine the ball. Now we're going to have a little talk.
Yeah, now we're going to clean that up. Polzine and Brabant, one official coming in.
Again, we've seen this before. The Panther squad. I got a little... Well, Brabant's going to come out, but Dakota's coming back in, so I don't know if that really solves the problem.
But now Shane is going to guard Polzine. And Caribou's going to guard Jacobson. This inbound is to Whitman.
Yeah, they've been working hard trying to get it to Polzine right now.
Jacobson hands it off to Morris. Free throw line. Left hand, scoop, no good. Gets his own rebound, bounces outside to Whitman. Launching 3, right side, no good. Nice for blocked out by Shane. Hands it off to Nelson, up ahead to Caribou, and again, Caribou lost the handle. It's loose on the floor, and we got bodies all over the place.
Again, you know, just need
Dakota down
just to get a little bit more under control. He had the break, just took it in too strong.
$11 minutes to go in the ball game. Panthers by 6. Dead ball outside. They get it to Morris. They're going to try and double team along the sideline. Tiptoes through at the ankle at Jacobson.
That was a kick there that wasn't called.
Ball still on the floor. Scoop pass outside. Kyle Finger has it. Knocked away from him by Pete to Polzine. Polzine driving middle. Layup. Slowed out. A nice move. A nice reverse, but he couldn't get it to finish. Here's Caribou launching 3.
Oh, my goodness!
Quick answer on the other end.
That's Caribou's second deep one.
Shane facing up. Now they'll lob it inside to Finger, and Pete is going to be called for going over the top.
Connor's third. 4th team foul.
41-32, Panther lead. Biggest of the night for either club, 9 points. Sean Finger inbounding on the baseline. Gets it into Jacobson. Catch and shoot 3. Came up way short. Mans with the rebound. Looking ahead. He's got Caribou on the bounce pass. Lost the handle one more time.
Get it in control.
Jacobson driving. Circle move to Sean Finger. Drops it inside to Kyle Finger. Muscles it up and in. Panthers will slow it down. Just under 10 minutes to go in the ballgame. Here's Pete. Left wing outside the arc. To Nelson. They bounce it inside to the block. Caribou goes up and is fouled from behind.
That's Jacobson picking up his first.
Caribou came away from that one with a little limp in his step. Grabbed his ankle. He's on the free throw line. Like Grimace. Free throw. Splashes home.
For Clintonville, number 5,
Rosenau back in for Jacobson. Caribou with one more. 9:43 here in the second half. No good on the second. Rebound tapped out. Pete has it. Middle of the lane. Floater right hand. No good. Ball's headed out of bounds. Pete runs it down. Gives it to Mann. Thought about the three. Nelson. Now Caribou driving to the basket. Throws it behind his back. Out of bounds. Or toward out of bounds. Panthers get it. Pete launching three. No good. That one's going to go out of bounds.
That time Dakota.
That time he should have shot it.
That time he was driving. He should have taken it to the rim, and he tried a behind-the-back pass. There's nobody there. Luckily, the Panthers were able to run it down, but still come away empty on that offensive series.
Mann. Whitman into the front court. Mann's all over him. Over to Morris. Back on top. Kyle Finger driving down the left lane line. Stops. Pops it back outside. Here's Sean Finger. Josiah Shane guarding him. Little ball screen, rub screen. They kick it back outside to Whitman. Way outside. We're about halfway through the second half. Pull up. Free throw line. Morris. Clank. Put back. Yes. By Rosenau. 6-point Panther lead. Quick pass to the block. It's Nelson. That pass is kicked out of bounds. Carson's going to check in, and it'll be for Caribou.
Running side out, coach is yelling.
Nelson gets it into Mann. Even the Trucker fans giving Panther fans some business over here. Mann driving to the line, to the lane, kick outside. Nelson catch and shoot for three. Came up just short. Pete and Mann have it together, and Mann is pushed out of bounds.
With that one, call on Sean Finger. Well, 30-second timeout. Clintonville's calling for.
With 8:29, we'll take a timeout also. Panthers on top, 42-36. You're listening to Panther basketball, WOCO style.
We all want to be self-sufficient, whether it's fixing projects at home, whether it's changing the oil on the car, or maybe even keeping your checkbook balanced. But when it comes to income taxes, trust me, you don't want to do it yourself. You don't want to do it with someone that just does it 3 months a year as a little sideline job. You need to work with a proactive 24/7 CPA firm that can actually get you results and keep more money in your pocket. Pick up the phone today. 715-735-0583.
Welcome back to Oconto Falls Fieldhouse. It'll be Panther basketball. Underneath their own basket, it'll be Shane to inbound. Goes outside to Mann. Put pass inside through the hands of Parsons.
Yeah, the play was there.
Had him on the flash. Whitman to the other end. Finger to Sean Finger, to the post. It's Rosenau, back to his basket. Panthers double down there and take it away. Pete comes away with it. Nice double down by Dylan Nelson. Nelson will walk it across. Coach first, hands up, saying slow things down. Here's Mann, right in front of the Panther bench. Puts it on the deck. Put a free throw line. Parsons, he'll skip to the opposite side. This is Pete. Back on top to Nelson. Man-to-man defense by the Truckers. We've seen it all night. Mann drops it off to Shane on the right elbow. Quick pass, low right to Mann on a land. Nice find by Shane as Mann slipped free.
Nice patient offensive series by the Panthers on that one. Got the easy land.
Whitman directing traffic near the center circle. Over to Polzine. Back to Rosenau between the circles. Here's Kyle Finger. Deep three from the distance, and he buried it. Wow. 5-point Panther lead. 7:20 to go. Here's Shane. High left. To Parsons at the top of the key. Give it up to Pete. Trying to drive. Baseline, lays it up off the glass and in. Nice take by Pete to the glass. 7 minutes to go in the ball game. Whitman trying to drive against Mann. Lost the handle. Went off the board. Panthers on the run out. 3-on-3 bust out. Deflected out of bounds. Nelson wanted to fire one over to Mans on the right wing. Coach Hurst putting up his hands.
Come on, boys.
Settle down.
Hold the reins in.
Because it's getting exciting doesn't mean you need to lose your composure. That's for us to do.
46-39 here. We got ourselves a feverish game.
Nelson will inbound right in front of the Panther bench. Coach Hurst talking to the bench about something pretty emphatically. Mans has it. Bounces to Shane. Outside the arc on the right side. Caribou back in the ball game. Back outside. Pete, top of the key. Quick pass to the post. It's Shane. Outside, Caribou. Hit a baseline. Back over to Shane. Shane driving middle. Hands it off to Caribou. They'll kick it back outside. Mans has it on the left wing. Panthers being patient once again. To the baseline. It's Mans, and he's fouled on the block.
Before the shot, they're calling that one.
Mitchell doing a nice job of finding that open area again. Acknowledge the pass from Shane.
Sure.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Sean Finger picking up the foul there. 15 foul by the Truckers.
No bonus yet for the Panthers. Shane looking to inbound. Bounces to Pete. Pete up and over the defense. Can't get at the ball. Gets his own rebound. Kick to outside. Caribou launching three. High off the board. And oh, he got the friendly bounce. Front iron, back iron, and down. 49-39. Panthers by 10. That would be your biggest lead of the ball game. We're under 6 to go. Kyle Finger bounces to Rosenoff. Now Morris on the right wing. Dribbles back to the top. Kyle Finger. He shot one from there just a few seconds ago. Now Pete steps up, puts a hand in his face. Whitman trying to work the bounce against Mans, and we're going to have a blocking foul called on Mitchell Mans.
Mitchell picking up his second. 16 foul by the Panthers.
The inbound will come just to our right on the sideline.
Polzine's going to enter the game for the Truckers.
Both teams will be in the bonus. Brabant will check in also. It'll be for Nelson.
You have the Brabant-Polzine matchup again. And now that was all the excitement earlier. And how that played out earlier.
Both fellows got a scolding. Panthers trying to double in the corner.
They let him out of jail.
Back to the corner, Sean Finger. Ball fake against Caribou.
Oh, he traveled.
He's going to shuffle those feet. Good call, Brett. Mr. Official agreed with you.
It was a little slower than me, though.
Yeah, you were on it. Get your Fox 40 ready. Fans will walk it into the front court. No pressure by
there's
the
a body.
Truckers, and as they enter to Caribou inside, he's pushed from behind. Caribou will shoot the bonus.
Rosenau picking up his second. Oh, that's his third.
Each Brabant, Shane, and Mans, along with Caribou, on the floor for the Panthers.
This is the time you really need to start dropping in your throws. You're up by 10 with 5 minutes to go. These buckets mean a lot at this time.
He listened to you, Brett. Panthers have hit the 50 mark. He's got one more coming. Second one, bullseye. 12-point Panther lead. Sean Finger pounding the right-hand dribble. Gets to the line, to the lane. Back to the basket, kicks back outside. Kyle Finger, distance three again. Long rebound comes out to Whitman for the Truckers. Drops it inside. Sean Finger and a body fouled on Caribou.
Oh, and Dakota's second, I believe. Good night for him in that department. Although that's his 7th team foul, so that'll send Sean Finger to the line for the 1-on-1. Take a timeout here.
Polzine checks out. Morris in. We'll take another timeout. 5:01. Let's go in this ball game. You're listening to high school basketball action right here on your sports leader, WOCO.
If you don't know everything about insurance, you'll profit from the knowledge and experience at the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls. You'll benefit from their thorough analysis of the insurance that you really need. They'll recommend the companies and policies that are the best for you. At the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, they specialize in complete coverage of all your insurance needs. Call the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls.
51-39, 5:01 coming out of the timeout. Sean Finger on the free throw line to shoot the bonus. One dribble, spins it tight, drops it in. He earns the bonus. Same result on the second. 51-41 Panthers. Shane has it high right. Popping out, Straban, top of the key. Over to Pete, lost the handle, went through his hands. Pete gathers, puts it on the floor, drives to the baseline. Back outside, Panthers lost the handle. Shane gathers in the corner, in trouble. Pete on the baseline, back outside. Reset the offense. Pete's in the corner. They'll kick it outside to Caribou. 4:30 and counting. Now Shane in the corner. Caribou trying to post up ball side. Mans has it on the out. Takes the dribble back out to the top of the key, gives it up to Caribou. Cut off there off the drive. Back on top. They'll swing it left side. This is Pete. Into the corner, Brabant. Morse bothering Brabant. He throws it into the back court. Run down by Pete, and it's going to be over and back.
Panthers being patient, trying to eat up some of that clock on the offensive side of the floor, but they need to take care of the ball better. Pete picked it up just before the baseline, so the inbound will be on the baseline. And better off to grab that one early, bring it outside. Here's Whitman trying to drive against Mans. One more time. Kick to the corner. Sean Finger launching three. Good. Got it.
51-44. Quick timeout called by Clintonville.
Taking a full.
We'll take another in-game timeout with 3:54 left to go in the ball game. Panthers by 7. You're listening to WOCO Sports Radio.
At 24/7 Well and Pump Service, we mean just that. Water will be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407. And a licensed professional will come out to your site, whether it is a water system installation, repair, well inspection, or install underground water lines. They'll be there. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407. We're in the Oconto Falls area Yellow Pages. 24/7 Well and Pump Service, Fireside Road, Oconto Falls.
Hayden Balan, the Panther Pep Band, trying to get the crowd going. A little solo during that timeout.
We got ourselves a good game here yet. 51-44, just under 4 minutes to go.
It'll be Panther basketball. Tucker's going to apply some full court pressure. Shane will inbound. Panthers got to go the length of the floor. They get it into Pete. Pete has it knocked away from him. Back to Shane. Got to get it across the timeline. Here comes Shane looking for the double. Tucker's trying to run at him. He does get it across the time. Picks up the dribble. Knocked into the backcourt. He's all right. Mans has it. Tucker's looking to double whenever they can. We're at 3:30 and counting. Mans driving, floating, jumper, no good.
Yeah, that's not the shot you needed right there.
I'm sure Coach Hurst is saying that to himself and to the people around him. Here come the Truckers. Finger. At the mid-lane line, outside to Polzine. Polzine to Whitman. Rosenau, now Finger. Back to the basket, working against Shane. Caribou tries to double down and squirts out. Finger runs it down, driving middle, scoops it inside. Rosenau off his chest, he gathers. Left-hand window, yes.
Bodies on the floor.
51-46, a 5-point Panther lead. Again, full court pressure. Mans has it in the backcourt, and we've got a timeout called by Coach Hurst. I think he was calling for a while because he was pretty emphatic when he finally got it. We'll stay here. 2:52 left to go. It's a 5-point Panther lead.
Yeah, that's, like you said, we talked earlier, it's not a position the Panthers have been in too often either, so you get not much experience knowing how to maintain a lead. So sure, that's one thing Coach is trying to talk about right now is, hey, boys, we got the lead. We don't need to rush a shot here. We can work the clock.
I think that was pretty evident on that last possession by the Panthers on the shot by Mitchell Mann. Any other time during the game, that's not too bad of a shot trying to take something to the basket, but at that point, you don't need that one. Game summary right now, both teams with 17 fouls, bonus both ways.
You know, somebody who haven't seen much the second half is Mason Sefik. Hasn't been on the floor much, and I don't know if what the reason behind that is, but he got 2 points there, 4 points that came in the first half. He had a basket here in the second. Speaking, there he is. Mason's coming in right now. Get your senior out there on the floor.
Right on cue. On the floor for the Panthers, it'll be Caribou, Shane, Nelson, Mans, and Sefcik. Hopefully they got some free throw shooters on the floor. Nelson. Couple teams in backcourt. He goes in midcourt. It's Mans. Lead pass ahead to Shane. Shane to Mans. Elbow jumper. No good. Sefcik tries to get the rebound. Chuckers have it. 2:39. Here comes Morris into the front court. To the elbow. Pulling up against Nelson. No good. Block out and rebound by Caribou. Kicks it out to Shane. Shane lost the handle. Knocked away from him. Pulls in. 3-on-3. Three-pointer by Whitman. Right side. No good. Nelson with the rebound. Be strong with it, boys. Lead pass ahead to Caribou. Into the front court. Nelson just got over the timeline as Caribou threw it back to him. He stuttered his feet. And now a tap out. Whitman. One on none. He scoops it up and in. Nice steal by Whitman. It's a 3-point game with 2 minutes left to go. And Sefcik is going to be fouled in the backcourt.
Well, I tell you what, this is what we're afraid of right now. Panthers just got to control the ball and take it easy. Sefcik stepping to the line for some big throws right now.
Mason, the only senior on the Panther squad, has the bonus. 1:58 left to go in regulation.
Go to Caribou, the only one down on in the lane for the free throw attempt.
That's 6. Off the mark, tipped out, controlled by Clintonville.
I'm sure that was a good strategy.
Here's Finger, front court. The Polzine, right in his grill, and Polzine stepped on the line. Sefcik was right in his face. Clintonville coach arguing that he was pushed out of bounds, Sean Howell, but he's not going to get that call. Full court pressure. They get it into Nelson. Nelson, ball fake one. They're going to look to double whenever they can. Nelson, front court, and he's pushed from behind. He'll go to the free throw line.
That one is going to go on Whitman. Only his second. 9. Nelson with a chance to put some points on the board to push this lead up a little bit for the Panthers.
Nelson can't get that free throw to go either.
2 big misses there by the Panthers on the line.
Here's Sean Finger, top of the key. Outside to Polzine, way outside. Nelson went for the steal. Rosenau runs it down. Dribbles back out to the top of the key. Kyle Finger has it at the top of the key. Launching 3 straight on. Rimmed out. Mans with the rebound. He'll bring it out himself. They're looking to triple team him in the backcourt. Nelson has it now. Lead pass ahead to Sefcik. Bounce roll left. Caribou lays it up and in. Nice find by Sefcik. Caribou finished. 5-point Panther lead. 1 minute left to go in the ball game.
Oh, he carried that.
He carried it down, and they're going to call Nelson with the foul before the carry.
He pinned that right on his hip.
Sean Finger will go to the free throw line to shoot the bonus.
That's Nelson's first foul. Sean Finger to the line. He is 2 of 2 from the line. And his other trip there.
On the bottom of this free throw, we've got Sefcik and Caribou. Finger, bullseye.
I think you got to work the magic here, Todd.
With the kibosh on him?
You got to. We need all the help we can here in the last 57 seconds.
Is he perfect from the line?
He is. 3 of 3 has not
from the
missed.
line. That one, he's 4 of 4.
Timeout. Truckers taking a full.
57.1 left to go. We'll stay here. 53-50, Oconto Falls over Clintonville. Both teams looking for their second win in conference play.
Oh, both want it bad, too. You can see it out on the floor. This is what we thought we'd see in that first game, but Clintonville girls dominated clearly.
Nobody's going home yet, Brett. Still got a nice crowd here. It's an orange out night.
Let's take a look at the foul situation. Both teams are in the bonus. Panthers are one away from the double.
Timeout situation?
That's a good question.
Come on, man. Well, we know they probably got some left.
I got some. They got the 30s left. They got maybe another full. Actually, I think Clintonville's got one full left, and what, they get 2 30s and a half? So
we got to get a timeout guy. We got a guy on that?
We need to expand our crew.
It'll be Oconto Falls basketball. Septic will inbound. They got to go the length of the floor.
Got to be smart here, boys. Got to be smart.
And it's full court pressure. They'll have a person on the ball. They get it into Shane. Shane clearing people out, trying to work the bounce against Singer. Bounces it over to the sideline, almost threw it away. Mann's made a nice catch. Into the front court, Shane has it. 45 seconds left to go. They're hounding him there. Ball loose on the floor. Picked up by Caribou. Tries to go over the top to Nelson, and it's knocked out of bounds. 30.4.
Tell you what, the action gets hot every second.
Coach Hurst in his bright orange dreamsicle pants, directing traffic. The Panthers throw this one into the backcourt. They can run back and get it on the inbound. Mann has it. Between his legs, beats Whitman into the front court. Kicks over to Nelson. Into the corner now, Septic. They're trying to foul him there. No call. Over to Shane with 25 seconds left. They're asking for the foul, and now Whitman comes out and grabs Shane.
That's Samuel's third foul.
It was almost comical. They were trying to foul Septic in the corner. They were kind of tapping his back, and they were looking at the official like call the foul, and they wouldn't. They threw it out, and then they had to really make a hard foul, and Shane will go to the free throw line. Josiah on the line with the Panthers on a 3-point lead.
And he's money. Shut Shane. His first free throw attempt of the night.
22.9 seconds left to go in the ball game. Panthers with a 4-point lead.
That was a big one there.
This one makes it a definite 2-point possession, but he doesn't, or play possession. He can't get it to fall. Whitman, step back three, straight on. No good. Nelson with a rebound. And he's grabbed in the backcourt with 12.9 left to go.
Nelson ripping that one down. Now he's pulling the line. He missed the front end of a 1-on-1 not too long ago. That was a big bucket. Here he's got 2 shots guaranteed.
Panthers are only going to put Mitchell Manns on the free throw line with him. He's got 2 free throws. First one, no. Like I said before, 1 free throw makes it a 2-possession game, or tried to say. Can't get that one to fall. Panthers can't foul on the 3. 10 seconds. Whitman into the front court. He's going to take it all the way through the basket. He lays it up and in. 5 seconds. And a quick timeout called with 4.4 and a 2-point Panther lead.
Those 3 throws are coming, those are big. I mean, you need to knock those in when you have the opportunity. Panthers missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big 3 throws here at the end of this game. You tack those on, you're up by 7.
Just doing a quick check of my book, Brett. I believe they had bonus free throws at 158, missed the front end, 139, missed the front end, and now missed 2 with 12 left to go. 4.4 is what the scoreboard reads. Panthers on top, 54-52. Well, you know what we're going to see here is full court denial pressure, and if they do get it in, they're going to have to make a quick foul.
Yeah, the scary thing is the 3 ball beats you.
Yes.
Right here with 4.4 seconds. We've seen a heartbreaker on this floor before. Last year, I believe, when I think it was Coleman came in here and drained a 3 at the buzzer and beat the Panthers. So you got to be real smart with this ball.
This inbound is going to be very crucial that the Panthers can get it in. It will be Mason Septic, the senior, to throw it in. Panthers are going to put Nelson and Caribou at midcourt. Shane and Mans on the free throw line. Mans screening. They get it into Shane. Shane's going to just cover up, and he's going to be fouled in the backcourt. They were going to wait for the foul. 2.1 left to go.
Sean Finger picking up his fourth. Josiah 1 of 2 from the line.
Again, Panthers, nobody on the line right now. I think I put 2 on there in case he does miss. At least you can bother an outlet.
There it is. That's the big. He's right there.
And nobody's on the line with him.
Again, I don't think Coach wants to give up a cheap foul here on the line.
And they had Josiah with ball in hand, but they waved it off. Panthers are all in the back court, or in the front court right now. Shane
got it to go.
4-point lead. That's from the half court launches, and the Panthers are going to get a victory here tonight, 56-52. The Oconto Falls Panthers pick up their second victory in conference play with a 56-52 win over Clintonville. Panthers scored 26 in the first half, followed it up with 30 in the second half. The Truckers, 25 in the first half. They managed 27 in the second half, but the Panthers prevail 56-52. Brett and I are going to take a timeout. When we return, we'll have Panther postgame, a victorious Panther postgame in just a few minutes. Once again, our final score, Oconto Falls 52, Clintonville 56, Oconto Falls 56, Clintonville 52. You've been listening to high school basketball on WOCO Sports Radio. Panther postgame coming up.
Tired of running to the bank for every little check? You can save a trip to the bank with the convenience of mobile check deposit from the Stevenson National Bank and Trust. Snapping a picture with our app is as safe as depositing checks at one of our 7 locations. No more rushing to the bank before closing to make those important deposits. Visit snbt.com to enroll for mobile check deposit today. The Stevenson National Bank and Trust, 101 Bray Lake Way in Oconto, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Did you know NEW Credit Union is a member-owned financial cooperative? So as a credit union member, you own the credit union. Because we have no stockholders to satisfy, the profits go back to you, the owner, in the form of better rates and a multitude of up-to-date services. NEW Credit Union has offices in Oconto Falls, Surrey, Oconto, and Peshtigo, serving all who live or work in Brown, Marinette, Oconto and Shawano counties of Wisconsin, and Menominee County, Michigan. It is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration and an equal housing opportunity lender. Find out what we're all about online at newcu.org or call 800-924-1250. That's 800-924-1250. Go ahead and like us on Facebook. Why not take advantage of everything your local credit union has to offer? We're your home team, here to serve you. Why not try NEW Credit Union and own it?
We all want to be self-sufficient, whether it's fixing projects at home, whether it's changing the oil on the car, or maybe even keeping your checkbook balanced. But when it comes to income taxes, trust me, you don't want to do it yourself. You don't want to do it with someone that just does it 3 months a year as a little sideline job. You need to work with a proactive 24/7 CPA firm that can actually get your results and keep more money in your pocket. Pick up the phone today, 715-735-0583.
If you don't know everything about insurance, you'll profit from the knowledge and experience at the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls. You'll benefit from their thorough analysis of the insurance that you really need. They'll recommend the companies and policies that are the best for you. At the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, they specialize in complete coverage of all your insurance needs. Call the Oconto Falls Insurance Center, 113 North Main Street, downtown Oconto Falls.
Hi, folks. This is David from Witt's Piggly Wiggly in Oconto Falls. Are you sick of rising gas prices? Well, at Witt's, we have a solution. When you purchase qualified groceries with blue shelf stickers, and there's hundreds throughout our store, you build up discounts for 15 gallons of gas on your club card. Then, when you fill up at our Pig Stop pumps, just scan your card and watch the gas price drop. So scan your card, shop the blue stickers, and save money on gas at the Pig in Oconto Falls.
Todd Peterson, Brett Crandall back at the Oconto Falls Fieldhouse. We got Panther postgame. Panthers on top tonight, 56-52 over the Truckers.
That's a nice way to end a long night. What time is it, Todd? What are we looking at here? Ooh, 9:45. Ooh,
almost past my bedtime. Yeah, nice victory for the Panthers here tonight. They were down by 8 points at one time in the first half, and ran off a 9-0 run to take a 24-23 lead. Truckers grabbed it back at 25-24, but a big play to end the first half was the steal and lay-in just before the horn by Mason Sepsic to give the Panthers a 1-point lead. And other than one basket to start the second half, which the Truckers took back the lead, Panthers never trailed after that.
Yeah, a real nice win for the Panthers. Here comes Dreamsicle Man himself. So I will step aside and let him take the mic. But, yeah, real hard-fought victory for the Panthers, well-needed, and we'll see what Coach has to say about it.
He's on his own phone right now.
So we got time to talk. Yeah.
While we have a moment, I want to mention that the Panthers will be in action next Tuesday as they host Opaka, and then Thursday they'll also be home. So they're on a 3-game home string here, and they'll be taking on Wrightstown. So Tuesday and Thursday next week, Panthers in the house. Both of those games also right here on WOCO. So if we can, we'll get Coach Hurst mic'd up here.
Okay, I'll take Dylan.
And joining us now, head coach of the Oconto Falls Panthers, Coach Hurst.
Yep.
Coach, nice victory tonight.
Oh, my word.
I can tell you were working hard. Coach, we were just mentioning on there, you guys were down 23-15, 8-point margin right there in the first half. You went on a 9-0 run to grab a 1-point lead. How big was that little spurt?
You know, the thing about it is our guys have been doing that all year, and that's different from our teams in the past. We were down at Marinette by 23, came all the way back to 4. People keep saying, you don't put the guys on the bench in, blah, 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 and then now we understand why. I said, we're just never out of it because these guys believe in themselves and they believe in their ability, and I'm so proud of them. And that's why we never give up. We just don't. We know we can go on a 9-0 run.
How big a lift was that steal and lay-in just before the horn by Mason?
And you know what
kind of lift was that?
It was big. I'm so happy for him because, he needed that for his confidence, and he sparked us, and he's a senior, and like I said, I could not be more proud of all the guys, but I'm happy for him too.
Coach, you had a 12-point lead with 5:18 left on a couple of free throws by Dakota Caribou. What was your message to the team coming in? You knew they were going to make another run at it.
Oh yeah, I told them. I said, guys, we're up 5. If we've been working on back screens and cross screens and everything else, and when we were doing that, that's when we went up 12, and then we got away from it. And so I said to the guys, I said, guys, keep doing that. We get that, and then they get away from it a little bit because they get sped up. Let's face it, we're young. We haven't been in these games a lot. We just haven't. So this is a great learning experience for those guys.
Coach, what do we got here? 2 out of your last 3 in conference play, 2 victories. Got to be a nice pace.
You know what? And I say this. Marinette was a great game for us. We lost by 10, but those were free throws at the end. We had a shot at that one, and playing against the best team in the conference, if not, the second best or third, whatever, top teams in the conference, and we had a shot at that one. Again, our guys will never stop competing. They'll battle all the time, and I just love the way these kids compete. I could not be more happier for those kids.
Coach, you were mentioning just coming in before I could just overhear you a little bit on the head. Down the stretch, you knew they were going to foul you. Who do you want on the free throw?
Tell you what, I'll take any one of those guys. Joe, Dylan, Mason, Mitch. I'll take any of them on the line. And again, good learning experience for those kids. We missed 2 front ends maybe even 3. But Joe came back and hit 3 out of 4, and he's grown beyond his years over the last couple of years.
Say on him, how big was that little run that he put on where he just was burying everything he
But
put
you know
up?
what? He's got that in him, and he's proven it this year. And, not only him, but guys like Dylan. I think Dylan Nelson has been playing great over the last 3-4 games. Mitch Mann's here and there. It seems like there's always one guy that steps up. Luxembourg, Dakota, Zach Parsons actually played very well, and tonight just wasn't a good matchup for him. And that's going to happen. But these guys are battling, and I love it.
Great coach. It was a fun win. nice way to cap off the day.
Great crowd.
Yeah.
And great cause, too. That's just a great cause, and we raised some great money for that. And I'm happy about that.
I don't know if they announced it, what the final totals are, if they even did that yet. But, yeah, you're right, Coach. It was a great cause, and nice to see everybody come out.
Thank you very much.
Do the orange. But before you leave.
I have to keep wearing.
Tell me about the drawers, man.
Well,
I call them Dreamsicle. I don't know if that works for you.
I said, when we were doing this orange on, I'm like, I got to do something. So I went online, tried to find some pants, and they're Ricky Fowler PGA golf pants. I said, heck, I can wear these in the summer, too.
That's sweet. That's sweet. Maybe to help the golf team, right?
It can't hurt.
Coach, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for stopping by. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll give you some numbers from tonight's victory, 56-52, Panthers over Truckers. You're listening to Panther Postgame in WOCO.
At 24/7 Well and Pump Service, we mean just that. Water will be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407, and a licensed professional will come out to your site. Whether it is a water system installation, repair, well inspection, or install underground water lines, they'll be there. Call 920-848-2407 or 920-604-2407. We're in the Oconto Falls area Yellow Pages. 24/7 Well and Pump Service, Fireside Road, Oconto Falls.
Mainly cloudy tonight with a low temperature of 27 degrees with light west winds. Saturday, partly sunny with a high temperature of 40 degrees. Sunday, we'll see a chance of snow showers with some rain mixing in and a high temperature of 35. Sunday night, a mix of rain and snow, and that continues into the day on Monday. A little bit of freezing rain possible as well. Monday's high temperature 33. Tuesday looks mainly sunny with a high temperature of 23 degrees. Wednesday, sunny and 22. For WOCO Radio, I'm meteorologist Ray Miller.
And speaking of numbers, it's time for my partner. Rattle off some scoring for us, Brett.
I can do that. So here we go with the visiting Clintonville Truckers tonight. Leading scorer, Aiden, let's see, I got to look at the right side of the scorebook here. 12 points for Samuel Whitman, 11 points for Sean Finger, 10 points for Kyle Finger, 7 points for Presley Rosenhau, and 6 apiece for Morris and Polzine. Trucker shot 5 of 8 from the free throw line for 62%, buried 7 threes. On the passes to the side tonight, leading all scorers this evening with a heck of a game, Josiah Shane with 20 points, 16 points by Dakota Caribou, 7 for Mitchell Mann, 6 for Mason Stefik, 3 for Dylan Nelson, 2 for Pete, and 2 for Parsons. Panthers dropping 10 from behind the arc tonight for a quick 30 there, and going 8 of 15 from the free throw line for 53%.
All right, thank you, Brett. We're going to take our final timeout. When we come back, we'll wrap it up here at the Oconto Falls Fieldhouse. You're listening to Panther Post Game, WOCO. What did he, when he first started?
Mainly cloudy tonight with a low temperature of 27 degrees with light west winds. Saturday, partly sunny with a high temperature of 40 degrees. Sunday, we'll see a chance of snow showers with some rain mixing in and a high temperature of 35. Sunday night, a mix of rain and snow, and that continues into the day on Monday. A little bit of freezing rain possible as well. Monday's high temperature 33. Tuesday looks mainly sunny with a high temperature of 23 degrees. Wednesday, sunny and 22. For WOCO Radio, I'm meteorologist Ray Miller.
Once again, our final score, 56-52, Oconto Falls over Clintonville. Panthers now 2-7 in the conference and 3-9 overall. The Truckers fall to 1-8 in conference play and 3-10 on the season. Again, the Panthers will be in action at home next week, Tuesday versus Wapaka and Thursday versus Wrightstown. Both of those games can be heard right here on WOCO Sports Radio. So that's going to do it for us from the field out here. The Panthers on top, 56-52. Nice win for the Panther boys. For Dave back in the studio, my partner is Brett Crandall. I'm Todd Peterson. Thanks for tuning in to tonight's ball game. We'll catch you on the next jump ball. You've been listening to Panther Basketball on WOCO Stereo FM.
It's my time, it's my life.
Thank you for joining us for today's ball game. Our game was brought to you by
the NEW Credit Union, Oconto Falls Insurance Center, Witt's Piggly Wiggly, Stevenson National Bank and Trust, Island Falls, Scottswood, Anderson, and 24/7 Well and Plum.
Like I feel.
Be sure to join Brett and I for more Panther action on your #1 home for youth sports, WOCO Stereo FM.